morning. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Friday, the 8th of May, 2020, about 8:55 a.m. Central Time. So as we look at the stock market, we had the elephant in the room. We had the, if you will, the unemployment rate come out. And the number came out at 14.7, which is under the 16% the market thought. There were some comments with it which said that the number could have been 20% if temporary layoffs turn out to be real layoffs. We don't know that yet because it's about the intent of the employer to bring back people. But my guess is if they're missing about a 5%, some of that's going to creep in as the market starts to wonder what's going on. But let's talk about the reaction. The stock market gave up from the highs, and it did rally into these highs off that news. It's given up, about 100 points in the NASDAQ. It's hard to believe, when you're talking these swings, how big they are. In the Dow, you're only off about 80, 90 points from its high. The S&P about 18 points. The gold market on the news dropped. It went down to 1710.70 and has since rebounded. Silver held together the whole way, basically. Same in the copper market, same in the platinum market. The dollar index, well, the market keeps getting back up to that 100 level, but unable to penetrate it. Bonds and notes giving up a chunk from yesterday. The market had built in a worst case scenario, didn't get it, so the market sinks back a little bit, adding some yield. In the soybean market, you're up because there was a small sale again to an unknown destination in soybeans, which would be taken as China, and at least something happened there. But if we take a look, and I'll get to all the data, these are the numbers you want to focus on as you're looking at the non-farm. And as you go through them, and you're welcome to do that, of course, you can hit pause here and you can see how they came in. The key is the market isn't reacting in a big negative way to it. That's what I look at. U.S. Trade Representative Lighthizer, our Treasury Secretary Mnuchin, and China's Vice Premier Liu had apparently a telephone conference last night. They're never going to tell us that it blew up, and they're never going to tell us it really went great. It's always going to be politics. It went well, and they think that China's going to meet its obligations. Well, they better buy a lot if they're going to do that. Today, keep your eye on the Baker Hughes number. We may go to a modern record low in the amount of rigs that we have at work. We've been losing about 50 a week since March, and if that holds true here, last week's number was 404 back, it was 408, and back in 2016 the rig count was 404. So that'll take you under basically a 4-year low. So we'd all expect to see that, but you never know. You got to get the numbers to do that. One of the things that I start you off with, and I did it this morning really early, I get up on these big report days, and I'm an early bird anyways, but believe me, I'm up at 4 in the morning, and I'm going through European markets and all. And the idea is to give you some trade confidence as to what's going on, where the market looks on charts, what are the fundamentals of that moment. The charts look different than the ones you typically see because I put more studies on them. I talk over them. I'm not in those videos. And the idea is morning fundamentals. I'm bringing you up from what happened in Asia through Europe, the reports of the day, the expectations, and then, of course, the report comes out, and I deal with that as the day goes on for you. I cover the markets in a certain sequence each and every time. If you view the video on the website, it has a scroll bar, a poll area. And on that, it'll light up these different areas as you go through them, and the idea is your time. I realize you may not want to look at a whole 20-minute video in the morning. I'm not offended by it, so I make it easy for you to see what is going on there. I charge for this. Why not? It's a lot of trade and a lot of trade recommendations. $7.95 for the first 30 days, then after that $15 for the next. How do you get it? You give us a call at 866-973-2077, or you can go right to the website under the word research. You'll see that there. You can read about this morning video. You can read about the Spider ETF video that I record about 4 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. So we offer an awful lot of information, a lot of trade ideas. I'm Ira. You have a great weekend. I will see you all next Monday morning.